Hello, and welcome to Derisnap.com. In this video, you will see how to use advanced mode in Derisnap spot trading. It's a powerful feature designed for traders who want more control over their trades. Many settings are automatically configured to reduce manual setup time, making it efficient for experienced traders. First, log into Derisnap.com using your credentials. Then, navigate to Spot Trading section tab. Then click on the Exchanges tab to connect your exchange accounts. Here, you can connect your favorite exchange accounts, like Binance, Coinbase, or others, directly to Derisnap. If you need help connecting your exchange, check out our previous video. Once exchanges are connected, head to the Trade tab. On the Trade tab, there's a toggle button at the top to switch between beginner and advanced modes. To know how beginner mode works, check out our previous video. Now, switch to advanced mode. Advanced mode gives traders greater flexibility and control compared to beginner mode. Advanced mode is specially designed for pro traders. It unlocks more settings and automation tools to help your strategy. In advanced mode, you can add coins, set trailing profit, stop loss, configure exit on trend, and customize trend settings for more control over your trades. Derisnap allows users to place spot trades across multiple connected exchanges. Derisnap lets you manage your spot trades across all your favorite exchanges from one platform, securely and efficiently at the same time. Once your exchange is connected, the top trading pairs from that exchange will appear automatically. At the top, you'll see your wallet balance, which helps you understand your available margin across all connected exchanges. This makes it easier to plan your trades and allocate funds properly. To add a specific coin pair like OPUSDT, click on Add Pairs, Search, and select. You can continue adding as many pairs as you'd like, based on your trading preferences. All added pairs will be linked with the selected trading bot. Once you've added pairs, you need to set order settings and trend settings. For each pair, you must configure order settings and trend settings. In order settings you can define your order type, quantity, and entry logics. In trend settings you can decide trend indicators and conditions that will trigger entry or exit. These settings tell the bot exactly when to enter and exit trades, based on your strategy. Next, please click on Order Configuration Settings. Fill Type. This drop-down menu allows you to select the type of order. Instant Fill, Market Order. Your trade will be executed immediately at the current market price when a trend signal is received. Wait and Fill, Limit Order. If Wait and Fill is selected, bot won't place a market order immediately. Instead, it will wait for the price to reach a defined specific limit price before filling the order. It is used when you don't want to enter the trade at the current market price, but at a better price, lower for buy orders or higher for sell orders. If Wait and Fill is selected you need to define price distance percentage. This is where you define how far the limit price should be from the current market price, in a percentage. For example, if the current market price of your trading pair is 100. Now, you've set the price distance percent to 1%. If a buy trend signal is received, a buy limit order will be placed at 99, 1% below the market price. If a sell trend signal is received, a sell limit order will be placed at 101, 1% above the market price. This helps reduce slippage and control entry price, but the trade might not get filled if the market doesn't reach the limit price. Then you need to set quantities. This is where you specify the position size of your trade. Order quantity. You can directly specify the number of contracts or quantities to trade. It defines fixed quantity for your trade. For example, if you set the value to 2, the bot will place an order for 2 quantities of the OPUSDT. In crypto trading, quote currency and base currency are the two parts of a trading pair. Here, first currency in the pair is base currency and second currency in the pair is quote currency. For OPUSDT trading pair, OP is base currency. USDT is quote currency. In Derisnap, instead of a fixed quantity, you can set your position size using margin in two ways, quote currency margin or base currency margin. If quote currency margin is selected, you can choose to allocate a percentage of your quote currency, USDT, balance as margin for each trade. If you set this to 60%, the bot will use 60% of your quote currency, USDT, balance for that trade. For example, if you are trading OPUSDT and set 60% quote currency margin, and you have 200 USDT, the bot will use 120 USDT for the trade. If base currency margin is selected, you can allocate a fixed amount of base currency, OP, to be used as margin for each trade. If you set this to 60%, the bot will use 60% of your base currency, OP, balance for that trade. For example, if you are trading OPUSDT and set 60% base currency margin, and you have 10 OP, the bot will use 6 OP for the trade. Then you need to select the side for your trades, both short and long. The bot will automatically decide whether to buy or sell based on market trends. If there's an uptrend, it places a buy order. If there's a downtrend, it places a sell order. Short. The bot only sells when a downtrend signal is detected. If the market shows an uptrend signal, it won't place any trade. Long. The bot only buys when an uptrend signal is detected. If the market shows a downtrend signal, it won't place any trade. Sell. This option allows you to set a minimum price where you want to sell a trading pair. When the market price goes above this value, the sell order is triggered automatically. Here you cannot define stop loss and trailing take profit settings if you select this option. Example. If you set the sell price at 100, and if the current market price goes above 100, the bot will place a sell order immediately. Buy. This option allows you to set a maximum price where you want to buy a trading pair. When the market price falls below this value, the buy order is triggered automatically. Example. If you set the buy price at 100, and if the current market price drops below 100, the bot will place a buy order immediately. Here you cannot define stop loss and trailing take profit settings if you select this option. You can set the nature of your trade based on the margin style you choose. If you select order in the quantity section, you can trade in both short and long, choose short, long, or simply go for a direct sell or buy option. If you select quote currency margin, you can only define your trades as long or choose the buy option. And if you select base currency margin, you can only define your trades as short or choose the sell option. Stop loss. This is the percentage at which your trade will automatically exit to limit losses. If you have a buy position and the price drops by the set stop loss percentage, a sell order is placed to close the trade. If you have a sell position and the price rises by that percentage, a buy order is placed to exit the position. In Derisnap, you can configure your stop loss in two formats. Percentage-based stop loss. This sets your stop loss based on a percentage drop, or rise, from your entry price. Example. If you enter a buy position at 100, and set a 5% stop loss, your position will close automatically if the price drops to 95. Points-based stop loss. This sets a fixed price distance, in points, from your entry price. Example. If you enter a sell position at 150, and set a 10-point stop loss, your position will close if the price rises to 160. Trailing take profit and trailing stop price. Trailing take profit is the point where trailing gets activated when the profit reaches a given specified percentage. This helps lock in profits while allowing the trade position to continue benefiting from favorable market moves. Trailing stop price defines how much the price can fall after trailing is activated. Once the trailing stop is triggered, the system will exit the trade positions if the profit drops by the specified trail stop percentage from the highest point. Example. Suppose you set the trailing take profit at 5% and the trail stop price at 3%. When price of any profit leg reach 5%, trailing gets activated. From that point, if the profit drops by 2%, that is from 5% to 3%, the bot exits the positions to protect the gains. If the price moves in your favor and the profit increases from 5% to 7% to 9%, the trailing stop price also adjusts upward accordingly to 3% to 5% to 7%. This ensures that higher profits are progressively locked in as the trade becomes more favorable. Waiting time for order after stop loss. This defines the cooling off or waiting period before placing a new order after an stop loss exit. This setting gives the market time to settle after a loss, avoiding immediate re-entry in volatile conditions. For example, if set to 30 minutes, when a trade hits stop loss, the bot will wait for 30 minutes before placing a new order. Waiting time for order after trailing take profit. This defines the cooling off or waiting period before placing a new order after an order exited by hitting and trailing take profit. This settings prevents back-to-back entries after a profitable trade, allowing the trend to reset. For example, if set to 15 minutes, when a trade hits trailing take profit, the bot will wait for 15 minutes before placing a new order. Exit on trend change. If the bot detects a trend reversal, it will immediately exit the current trade, regardless of profit or loss. This setting is useful to minimize losses when market direction shifts suddenly. For example, when the bot enters a trade based on received uptrend signal, if the trend signal changes from an uptrend signal to a downtrend signal, the bot will immediately close the existing buy position to follow the market direction and reduce risk and vice versa. Once you've completed your order settings, the next important step is to configure your trend settings. Now, go to Strategy Configuration. Here, you can choose the type of trading for your strategy. Select the one that best matches your trading strategy and style. Next, you need to choose the indicator for your trend signals. Derisnap offers 4 powerful trend-following indicators to your trades. SMA crossover, EMA crossover, MACD signal line cross, Super Trend indicator. You can choose based on your trading logic and style. Now, let's configure the parameters for each indicator. For all indicators, set the interval based on the time frame you want to receive trading signals. For SMA crossover, define the short and long SMA lengths. For EMA crossover, same as SMA, set the short and long EMA lengths. For MACD signal line cross, set the short length, long length, and signal length. For Super Trend, enter the ATR and factor values. Then, define 2 important filters. Minimum and maximum supertrend distance. Minimum supertrend distance is the minimum gap required between the current price and the supertrend line. If the supertrend line is too close to the price, example, less than 10, the trend is not strong or reliable, so, the system skips the such signals. Maximum supertrend distance is the maximum allowed gap between the current price and the supertrend line. If the supertrend is too far, example, more than 1000, the trend may be too late or overextended. So, the system ignores such signals. To make things easier, Derisnap has integrated a TradingView chart, allowing you to visually customize and analyze indicators directly before placing trades. Based on your strategy, you can select any one of the trading indicator and can start your trades. Once all settings are defined, click Update. Your trend settings are now saved. You can view your current trend and order settings anytime using the Info button next to each trading pair. Suppose if you want to use the same configuration for another coin or pair. You can just copy and paste the configuration into the new trading pair. Now that everything's set, simply start the bot. Deribot will begin monitoring your selected trading pairs and place trades whenever it detects a valid trend signal. If you want to stop trading a specific pair, you can switch off the toggle for that specific pair. Suppose if you wish to delete any trading pair, just hit the delete button. If any of your trading pairs detects a trend signal, a buy or sell button will appear in the Create Order row, based on the direction of the trend. You can view all your spot trades in the Active Orders tab. Here, you can see the orders placed by the Deribot, including details like stop loss and trailing percentages. Here, Deribot placed an order after receiving a trend signal from the OPUSDT coin. Similarly, when signals are received for other trading pairs, the bot will place orders here. In the completed orders page, you can see your trades that have been closed, either because the stop loss was hit or the trailing take profit was reached. Now, the bot is waiting for the next trend signal to place a new trade, making the entire process simple and automated. Thank you.